A weak little batch of precipitation moving in tomorrow morning, and the temperatures may be conducive for a few slick spots. So let's talk about your first alert for Monday morning between about 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. from west to east. There's going to be a brief shower chance. Now, it could be in the form of snow or even freezing rain, so that does draw a little concern if it does materialize, because there could be a few slick spots that develop on untreated surfaces. So definitely you need to check in with Scott in the morning before you head out the door. He'll let you know where the temperature's at. If it's above freezing, no worries. If it's at or below freezing and you have some showers moving in, could be a different story. As we take a look at satellite and radar combined back to the west, this is a batch of moisture that's heading in our direction for tomorrow morning. But it will be battling some drier air, so it may even evaporate before it even can reach the ground. So we'll be watching for that potential and hoping for that, right? We don't want any slick spots or any issues out there. Clouds are starting to thicken up, and they'll continue to do so from west to east tonight. Temperatures falling into the middle and upper 20s to around 30 degrees along the shoreline. Certainly not as chilly as it was this morning. There will be that chance early tomorrow morning. Most of you, if you're commuting in the morning, will be fine. There could be a couple isolated slick spots. I don't expect cancellations and major issues, but nonetheless, it's still good to check in just in case. After that, we go back into spring mode tomorrow afternoon. Look at the highs in the low 50s, and that's about 10 degrees above average. We'll see some sunshine breaking out, increasing sunshine. Temperatures along the shoreline into the middle 40s. You can see a little cooler down there with that wind coming in from the south. Low 50s, so in the Hartford area, certainly just a little winter in the morning, then to spring-like. So let's show you First Alert Futurecast. And we're going to start you off right now. As we go through the early morning hours, clouds will continue to thicken up. There's that batch of either light snow, could be freezing rain, or just rain. There's 9 o'clock in the morning, so it just gives you an idea of the kind of coverage in rough time frame. So as this progresses a little bit later with time, the temperature starts to warm up, so that chance for anything wintry starts to fade away. We also have another first alert for Wednesday afternoon for periods of heavy rainfall and wind gusts 30 miles per hour or stronger, so wet roadways, a few outages can't be ruled out. There'll be some rain to contend with early Wednesday, nothing too crazy, just wet travel conditions. A little lull before the main burst comes along the front, and that'll be arriving by the time we get to 9, 10 o'clock on Wednesday. There may be a brief end as wintry precipitation, then falling temperatures going to get very cold as we head into the daylight hours on Thursday. It's going to be windy too. We're talking about over maybe 30, 40 miles per hour. So we'll be watching. Hopefully we don't deal with a flash freeze kind of situation. We'll be watching that very closely, and so will the rest of the First Alert weather team. But the first alert for tomorrow morning fades away to spring-like weather. Very warm conditions through Wednesday, the early high on Thursday, and then falling into the 20s and 30s the rest of the day. Look at that next weekend. More spring-like weather. Remember, check in with Scott in the morning.